What's up everybody? Today we got the second gen Tacoma here, and you might notice something, no splash guard. This is the Toyota splash guard. After 200 and something kilometers, she weak as. And so we're saying, hey, can we make homemade splash guards that are equivalent or better, maybe worse, who knows? We're gonna try it. Let's do this. All right, so now when it comes to splash guards, the main focus of them, as you can assume, is to protect the engine compartment, to protect all this good stuff from splashes. Mostly water, you get some rocks, you get some salt. They're not a terribly essential component when it comes to actually the drivability of a vehicle, but they're gonna make sure that it lasts for a long time. With normal OEM ones, you get like a really thin rubber, and of course, over time, it's gonna degrade. With that being said, there's lots of different options here that you can use for material. On my 4th gen 4Runner, I have ARC splash guards, which are just a one piece, I think it's some sort of like plastic, I forgot the exact material, but it works really nice, but it also comes at a little bit more of a premium cost. And so now you might be saying, okay, so how can I make some homemade? There's lots of different options. I've seen guys make them out of old mud flaps, pieces of plastic. I'm gonna personally try some leather. The only two criteria that you really need to take mind is you need to have a material that can stretch and flex, because it is attached to the frame, to the body, so there's gonna be a little tiny bit of flex within that, and also you want something that can protect from the elements. That's gonna be water, snow, that kind of stuff, and it also has to protect from the elements in terms of heat because the exhaust manifolds are there. So I'm personally gonna use some leather. If you can find some old mud flaps, if you can find some old, even like, what do they call those things that where you put your feet on? Come on, Dylan, what is it? Foot things, foot protectors in the truck. Bottom, I don't know. But anyways, we're gonna use some leather, we're gonna trace the template, and let's see how it works. All right, so now I flipped over the leather and I have my old splash guard here, and all I'm gonna do is take a Sharpie pen, I'll link these down in the description because they're awesome, or paint pen, sorry, not Sharpie pen, and I'm just gonna trace around it, leaving a little bit extra in case it needs to be a little oversized. Gonna go all the way around, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna simply cut this out. Make it nice and easy, and then once I do that, I'm just gonna template where the holes kind of went, and we'll go from there. Now, unfortunately for this, I didn't have my leather shears with me, like I normally carry around every single day in my life, and so because I didn't have leather shears, I just used some kitchen scissors, which ended up taking a really long time. So if you are gonna use leather, make sure you have something that can cut it really well. Also be careful because you can easily cut your fingers if you're using any sort of knife. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut the remainder out here. All right, so now that I have gone ahead and cut that out, I'm just gonna template it over there. I'm just gonna kind of keep that like that. We're gonna grab our Sharpie paint pen, just make some dots very roughly at where those spots are. Gonna go compare it to the truck and let's see how close we got. All right, and so we got the truck here, and we're just gonna take our template, and she fits pretty good. And so that one's there, goes up to there. And nice part about leather, it stretches, so if we do drill those holes and we need to move it a little bit, it'll stretch. And so, let's drill some holes. So I've drilled my hole, and then I've actually taken the little clip here, and I've made sure it goes all the way through. And so I'd make sure not to do them too big, but just make sure they fit perfect. So there we go, time to do the rest. All right, so now we got it on the vehicle here, we got it all trimmed up. You can kind of see the connectors, one there, one there, one there, one on the strut mount, and then a little zip tie up top to keep tension. And there she goes. So we're gonna take it for a little bit of a drive and see if it hangs out and stays with us, and then we'll report back. All right, so we're back from driving around, and sure enough, this homemade leather splash guard is doing well. So overall, honestly, leather's a good product. You can use plastic, but I would say it's worth it. I mean, if you're gonna spend more than 2 hours and sourcing more than $20 materials, probably just buy OEM ones or some sort of aftermarket, but really not a hard mod to do when you're in a pinch. So if you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe if you would love to, and yeah, feel free to comment if you've ever made your own or what you found to work for you. See you guys later.